Okay, we're ready to get started. Hopefully this is all working. I don't know. My name's Andy. Tonight we're gonna play... I'm gonna try and play all the way through Day of the Tentacle Remastered. If you've been on my channel in the past, you may remember that I played through the original DOS version of this game. It must have been a couple years ago now. But also the remastered version where they've redone all the art and music. It's very good. I've actually played through it 2 times this month because I was achievement hunting, or trophy hunting, I guess. So I'm pretty familiar with it at this point. So let's start a new game. Thought this would be a good one tonight because I stayed home sick, Rowan is sick, Aaron is out of town, so we're just laying around, kind of chilling. And this seems like a good game for that. My favorite thing about these remastered old adventure games is they let you switch between the original game and the remastered one anytime. So like this is what it looked like back on our old first computer, where we had to, I think we ran this game off a CD, but it was like back when CDs were new. But then you can switch it right over to remastered, where you can see everything's been redone, cleaned up, widescreen.
I'm thirsty.
It's very cool.
I don't think you should drink that. It looks bad for you.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter. More aggressive. I feel like I could... Like I could... Like I could... Take on the world.
Look, Hoagie, it's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
Hands off that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
He belongs to Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note. It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle. He says that Purple Tentacle's mutated into an insane genius, and Dr. Fred's going to kill them both. I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now, I know that I must go back to the mansion.
Day of the Tentacle. So this is actually a sequel. This is Maniac Mansion 2. You can actually play Maniac Mansion 1 in this game. It's kind of hidden away, but you can access it and play the whole thing, which I haven't. I've only played very little of it. I don't know it very well, but it is in there. One of my dad's friends gave us this game back when computers were young, and I really loved playing it, although when you get about halfway through the game on our old computer, it would always crash, so I was never able to finish it, because as soon as there were like a couple of certain things where if you did them in the game would crash, and so I tried to do as much as I could in the game before I was left with no choice but to start over. But luckily now I've gone through it several times. Pretty fun game and not at all stressful. So So the setup is that, in Maniac Mansion 1, I'm not sure exactly what the story was, but there was some sort of crazy mansion where experiments were going on and weird people lived there, and you had to rescue somebody, I think. So in this one, we get a letter that Purple Tentacle, who may have been from the first game, drank that sludge and now he's evil. He's going to take over the world, so we're coming here to put a stop to that.
Okay, we'll spread out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy
Hey
final
Uber, how are
tomorrow.
you? Can you hear me okay?
Well, I've got a show to set up later tonight.
I didn't test the mic
If
before
I'm
this, but
late,
it
I
should
don't
be
get to
working.
test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab?
Tell me about your day, and if you can hear me or if I need to do something with this. I hear you fine. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, tell me about your day. What's going on? How can I help? Don't mind me coughing a little bit. Okay, I'm not gonna skip any important dialogue, but I do know what... this is one of those puzzle adventure games, so it's about picking up items and using them for weird puzzles. And I know the solutions to all those, so I'm going to go through them pretty quickly. So we're going to grab this flyer. It is an ad for vacuum cleaner. We're going to grab this help wanted sign that's in the window. You can't actually see what it is, but if you go out front, you can see that there's a help wanted sign. There's gum stuck to the floor. We can't get that yet. There's fake barf on the ceiling. We can't get that yet. There's a dime in here, which we're going to grab. Just a lot of little things going not good. I don't want to bore you. Sorry you're sick. No, you don't worry about boring me. I want to hear about it. If you want to share, you don't have to. It's okay. I'm gonna... Sorry, tangent. We can't go back in the store right now because we sent Laverne back there, I think. Or Hoagie, I don't remember. And then the other one went upstairs, so if we try to go in either of those places, Bernard will be like, no, I'm supposed to look around in this room. But we can go in here in the office. We're going to grab the Swiss bank book for later. And we're going to open the desk drawer where we'll find Boo Boo Be Gone. Just like a whiteout. Okay. No, this week has been really weird because Sunday night, Rowan had a fever. And then she woke up warm as well. So, we stayed home with her. Because we were exhausted and she was sick and couldn't go anywhere, so we're like, let's just stay home and recuperate. And then Tuesday she was fine, so we went about our normal stuff. Everybody was fine. And then Wednesday, when I woke up, I had very severe sinus pressure, and later on Wednesday I started getting a bad fever, and it was really bad last night. And then Rowan was up all night crying because she has an ear infection, so it was we were a little sick for a day, and then it went away, and then it came back really bad. Thanks, Uber. It's not a big deal. We got medicine. Rowan's fine. She's just watching videos on my phone right now, and we've been having a good time. Sorry, let me get back to the game. The only place that we can go in this room, you can look around and grab those items and whatever, but what you're supposed to do is find that you can open this clock.
Aha! A secret passage. This is all too easy.
And we're gonna go down there for more plot. Uber, I had played this on my channel a long time ago. Did you happen to watch it, or are you familiar with this game?
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually, until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
So Bernard
Okay,
lets him
you're
out,
free to go.
which is a
Thanks,
mistake because
Bernard.
Purple Tentacle is
thank
evil.
you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Bernard, you dope. Did Erin get sick too? No, I think she's okay.
Oh, yeah. Now
I mean,
remember.
she's dealing with a lot of stuff.
He's incredibly evil, isn't
Anyway,
he?
but I don't think she got any worse.
I'll
She
try to
didn't
talk
catch
him
whatever
out of
we
it.
had. And she's actually out of town tonight, going
Well,
to
what possible
a
harm could one
bachelorette
insane
party because
mutant tentacle
the
do?
person's already married. So she's having fun. We're just laying around here.
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you
Have heard of it, didn't watch your
meddling
series.
milk
Alright,
toast?
Uber, if you stick
Now
around, I'll give you the
Purple
fast
Tentacle
version.
is free to use his evil mutant powers to
We
take
should be
over
able to
the
cruise
world
through this.
and enslave all humanity.
So I guess if you don't want to be
Our
spoiled
only
on all
hope
the
now is to
puzzles,
turn
I
off
guess
my
you should stop
sludge-o-matic
watching.
machine and prevent
but that's
the
up to you.
toxic mutagen from entering the river.
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course, that's why I'll have to do it yesterday through the time machine.
This is like my first computer adventure game when I was
This
young.
is all your fault, Bernard.
So I've always
Behold,
felt
children,
attached
the
to it.
chronogen.
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
I want to watch you play. Alright.
No, you must all go to increase
I'm going to
the
try and go
odds
as fast
that
as
one
I
of you
can
will
while
make
still
it there
explaining
alive.
everything.
Have any people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the
So that's
first
Dr.
time
Fred.
I've ever tried
He's
it
the
on
mad
people.
genius who lives here. This, used to be his mansion and lab, but I guess he's turned it into like a hotel to make ends meet. But he's still got experiments in the basement, so we're using his time machines, the
Where
chronogens,
I'll be.
to go back in time by one day. Evil Purple Tentacle.
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This
Matt
must
Genius
be
is
that
best genius,
Woodstock
that's right.
place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
Oh, Uber, I don't think you were here when I showed this at the very beginning, but you can switch.
What could it all
Like,
mean?
this is the original version,
I don't want to know.
and then you can go back to remastered anytime, which is really cool.
Die. We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
The only major
After
difference is
all,
if you're
he
playing
is
in the
a
old
doctor.
version, the controls are a lot more
What?
cumbersome.
I can't believe it. And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough.
Alright, so Dr. Fred with his cheap diamond breaks.
Oh,
It's not gonna work right. So instead of everybody going back to yesterday, Hoagie goes 200 years in the past, Laverne ends up 200 years in the future, and Bernard just comes back to today. And I'm a big fan of time travel stuff, so this is right up my alley, of
cheap
course.
mail order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the larger specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
Well, hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogens and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we going to get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
Alright, now we're free. So, Uber, what's on your mind? Anything you want to talk about? I'm
Maybe
just
I
going to be
put
talking
them
about game stuff.
upstairs. That's got to be it.
Great plan.
Upstairs.
That's right. Yeah, so Fred goes up, and so you're supposed to look around. I don't know where all you can go right now, but you're supposed to look around the house for his super battery plans, but they're just hanging right up here on this thing.
I've got the plans.
Quick, we have to flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really flushed them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydronic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogen.
Uber, have you played any, not this one, but any of this type of game? Like, did you play like the Monkey Islands or that Indiana Jones one?
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No. Let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
Oh, great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Hoagie, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the chronogen, Hoagie.
I mean, I like all the main characters.
Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Uber was not chosen lightly. I only played a few games over and over.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogen.
You may have told me already.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
There's a whole world
Good
out
boy.
there for you.
Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Time for me to save the world, I guess.
Hoagie. Okay, so for both Hoagie and Laverne, they have to figure out a way to plug in their chronogens. So for Hoagie, of course, there's no running electricity, and Laverne is currently stuck in a tree. So we will have to solve those problems. It's only now that I see there's so much cool stuff. Donkey Kong Country, Earthworm Jim, Hex, anything Mario. I got you. Yep, I definitely played a lot of those too. Okay, so Chronogen's over here by the ye old outhouse. Now let me switch back to the classic. I really like the music in this area. Oh, Gex. I gotcha. I never played any of the Gex games. I read about them in Nintendo Powers. Over here, here's Fatty Ben Franklin. Flying a kite, we'll get back to him later. And anyway, we're gonna move over. So the cool thing about this is, there's the same mansion in all three time periods. There's a dirty carriage out here. So this is the same mansion, but you get to see it 200 years ago. And I like stuff like that. We're going to pick up that letter. Which is... Oh, I remember what that is. So Hoagie starts with a can opener. He's got the battery plans and now a letter which says... I think it tells someone they're like a great inventor or something. Didn't have a lot of money growing up, so I'm making up for it now. That's good. I mean, it's not good that you didn't have a lot of money growing up, which, you can't really help. But I'm glad that you're able to do more stuff now, That's definitely great. We weren't, like, rich or anything, but, every time I was going to get a present for something, it was like, I want more games, and I, like, spent, any money I had on games, so that was just, like, my main focus. Okay, so you can see there's a mummy here. That's dead cousin Ted. But yeah, look, this is the same foyer that we were in, just older. Okay, so what do we need to do? The lab is still down here. There's that Hoagie butt. So here's Red Edison. We're going to pick up this hammer.
Hey, that's a left-handed hammer, I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
Yes. I'm going to pick up this... Oh, no, I can't pick up that lab coat yet. So in order for Red to help you at all, you have to get him the
So as soon as Hoagie gets that battery working, we're set.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
Alive?
Get me out of here. I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
Yep, so, hey Pants, how you doing? Shorty? How you doing? Yes, left-handed hammers for left-handed people. So, just like we flushed the plans, we can send things through the Chronojon, so we're going to send the help wanted sign.
There's something in the Chronojon.
We're going to send over the textbook that Bernard starts with. We're going to send the flyer. We're going to send... That's all. We're going to keep these things. Shorty, how you doing? What have you been up to? We're going to send this letter over to Bernard because he needs that. Okay, so we have to give the help wanted sign to Red.
What's this? Help wanted, moronic drone, assist genius, yada yada yada. Well, I'm the only genius around, and you look dumb enough. So pick up your lab coat and get to work.
Alright, now let's just get this coat. And then we're going to give him the battery plans, which is what we were instructed to do.
Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I
RealmsCon. I don't know anything about that. Tell me about
all
it.
I need is oil, vinegar,
What all does it
and some
involve?
gold.
What do you do? Okay, we've given him the battery plans. He's like, oh, to make the battery, I need oil, vinegar, and gold. So Hoagie's job is to get those things first off. So let's look around the mansion, see what else we can get. Meanwhilest,
soon all the power of the heavens will be mine! All mine! If only we had some nasty weather!
alright, back in this room, we have John Hancock, Thomas Jefferson, and George Washington. The important thing here is that there is a gold-plated quill pen. That's what we need for the gold, but we can't get it now. One thing we are going to do is drop this flyer for vacuums in their suggestion box because they're writing the Constitution right now.
Boy, it's sure quiet in here. I wonder if there might be any ideas worth discussing in the suggestion box. Maybe somebody should take a look.
Hey, Rowan. Rowan, you're making a lot of noise.
Does it have anything to do with
let's keep it
starting
down.
a fire?
No.
It's like an anime convention. I got you. Did you cosplay shorts? Or did you see any cool stuff?
Sure, George, if you say so.
Were there any activities?
Yes, whatever you think is fine with us.
Excellent.
I'm just going for Yu-Gi-Oh! I got you. That's cool. Like, did you,
What's he thinking?
did they have a bunch of people playing the
No
card
one
game
of
or
any
something?
importance has been here all day. What could be in the suggestion box?
Perhaps
Alright, so we put that flyer in the suggestion box, open it up, and it's like,
Here's a suggestion.
it's an ad for vacuums.
It says, George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. What do you think, gentlemen?
She's outside.
Whatever you say, George.
Your name's on it. I'm sure you must have a good reason for suggesting it.
Yes, it's strange. I don't quite... Well, I'm sure I had a reason for it. If there are no objections, we shall add it to the Constitution immediately.
Shorts, tell me, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards in a long time.
And so shall it
tell me
be
what about your deck and your strat.
What's a vacuum cleaner?
I don't know what is cool nowadays. Alright, this is a quick in the future. So we put that flyer in there, and they've written into the Constitution that every American should have a vacuum in their basement. And that means in the future there will be a vacuum in the basement, which of course we'll need. Did this game just freeze? Oh, there we go. Okay. It did freeze a little bit, but we're fine. Blue Eyes Control. I gotcha. I don't play a lot of card games, but I like control decks. That's kind of my style. Okay, we picked up some dry spaghetti. We picked up the oil. That is the oil we need for the battery. So that's a good pull. It's not meta, but it works. Good for you, going against the meta. You do your own thing. We're going to pick up this bucket. And then in this cabinet, we will find a brush. Okay. So Blue Eyes White Dragon is still good. We can use the bucket and get a little bit of water. And that's all we need back here. So now let's go check out the rest of the house. No, that's okay. Upstairs. Alright, first room is George Washington's room. There's really not much in here except his bed. If you pull this cord, the maid comes in to clean the room, but she's like, oh, it's already clean, so I don't need to stay in here. So what we need to do is use the bed, makes it messy. Then we pull the cord, calls her in.
Here I am, don't get your curls in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington. Boy, what a mess.
Large maid comes in to clean the bed, and since it's messed up, she spends some time in there, and that means she leaves her cart, which means we can pick up the soap. If you haven't messed up the bed, then she will come out before you can grab the soap. There is Max from Sam & Max, a little cameo there. My daughter lives for Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't know that, Uber. That's cool. Do you guys play? Or did she like the show? It's still awful, but I'm playing 3 of them. That's the way to go. The facial animations are great, yeah. Second door is...
I told you guys I'll get to the flag
what's her name?
next.
Betsy Ross?
I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, chill. Take your time.
She's
Don't tell me you've got another design change
the American
for the flag.
I've
got another design change for the flag.
I knew it. What's the current brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
We need a babe in a leather bikini swinging a broadaxe.
Oh, what the heck. At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table, and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job.
Alright, so she's going to make the American flag whatever is on this table. That'll come into play later. There's nothing else we can do. She likes the show and the game. I don't know how to, but my son plays with her. That's great. I love that. You should... It's not too hard to learn. You could definitely get involved in that. Nice. She'll probably like Trickstar. I don't know what that is. I have several card games. I mean, Aaron and I have some Magic cards upstairs. I've also got a couple of those newer living card games and stuff. So I'm hoping that when Rowan's a little older, she'll want to play those with me. Because I like playing them casually. I can't really get competitive about stuff like that. This last room here, this is Ben Franklin's room. You can see he's working on his kite, and we're going to take the wine bottle. That's about it in there. Go up to the next flight. There's a horse up here for some reason.
Hi, horsey.
Hi yourself.
Trickstar is an archetype, and it's really good. Oh, what do you do? I don't think I've heard of that. Munchkin is a great game to start kids on. It's funny. Yeah, that probably would be good for kids. I have not been a big fan of Munchkin, but I've only played it with adults. And it's just because it always ends up the same. Everybody's like mad at each other, and you just kind of keep going around until somebody runs out of cards. So it's not my favorite, but I think that definitely be something to get into when she's a little bigger. What's a nice
horse like you doing in a place like this?
Hey, I live here. What are you doing here?
This horse.
Nice teeth.
Thanks. I paid quite a bit for them.
I gotta go.
See you later.
Alright, so there's a horse up here. I'm not sure why. But the weird puzzle that you have to figure out is that you use Bernard's textbook on him.
Ahem. The LALR compiler is constructed by the following method. First, develop a rigorous elective grammar. If the elements have NP completeness, the crunchy factor can be ignored. Blah, 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 blah.
So he puts him to sleep, which makes him first take out his dentures, which we can now get for later. No, it doesn't make any sense. That horse mouth flap animation will haunt me. How did you like when he pulled his teeth out? We can go over to this other room. 3 Trickstar Light Stage, 3 Trickstar Candina, 3 Trickstar Light Chorus, 3 Trickstar Rencamation. Alright, I don't know what that means.
Ned and Jed.
They burn you for a lot of damage, I
Does
see.
it really
Interesting.
matter?
I don't know
Even
if
our
I've seen any of
dear
those
father
cards.
can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed. So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, are you the marble delivery man? Or the model?
Here's the old interface that showed all your items down there and all the actions you could take.
I'm the model. Should I take my clothes off now?
No. No, you most definitely should not. We couldn't get your body shape right anyway, unless we cemented 2 slabs of marble together. But then your statue would have a big seam in it.
That's okay. It would have one anyway.
Look, don't call us. We'll call you.
Dang.
Dang, Hoagie.
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled.
Alright, so these are Red Suns. You okay, Ro?
Too late.
The cards are cheapish and really good deck to learn how to play. I gotcha. That's cool. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! When it was like brand new, so I had like the Kaiba deck. So I had a Blue Eyes and Sword Stalker and Judge Man and Summon Skull. Those were all the big ones there. And you know, I got some cards after that, but not a ton of them. Just a second, I'm gonna let my dog inside. You're barking him inside. Go. Alright, back down. Alright, nope, chill out, chill out. This game is super funny. I'm glad you like it. It is very funny. Do you still have any cards? No, Shorts. I don't have them anymore. I don't know what happened. They probably, you know, either got lost in my parents' house or were sold at some point. I haven't had them in a long time. I only have the Magic cards because we just started getting them in college, so it was more recent, like we were already living together. Anyway, yeah, these are Red Suns. One of them is left-handed, one of them is right-handed. So the thing here is, well, so something we haven't seen yet is this statue that he's carving is in a mansion. And it looks just like this. But we need it to be the other way, so we're gonna switch out... Wait. The left-handed hammer with this right-handed hammer.
Oh no! I've lost it!
I don't know, I like the Yu-Gi-Oh game, I think it's cool. But once it started getting into all the different, like, combo monsters and, like, 8 different kinds of summoning and stuff, like, I just couldn't keep up with it, I don't think. You know, I'd get a booster pack and it's like, oh, ritual summon this with a different card you don't have. And I'm like, what does this mean?
Don't say that, Ned. Father was right. We Edisons are made to be scientists, not artists. Dear brother, we must be strong in these times of creative adversity. Why don't you let me take over for a while? I'll clean this rubble up and start over. You relax. Have a cappuccino.
It's pretty complicated nowadays. Yeah, I bet.
Places.
I probably could have gotten it if I had stuck with it, but, you know, I didn't have a lot of money for... here's the statue. Since they switched places, it now goes the other way, which you'll see is important later. I didn't have a lot of money to buy extra booster packs, and I didn't really have anybody to play with except my brother, and he didn't put a lot of effort into it, so, you know, it just wasn't strong. What we need to do in this room, we just switch which way the statue goes, then we can go upstairs. Alright, there's a cat with a mouse toy. Not that hoagie. One of these beds is squeaky. That one. Close to the mouse, where we don't have enough time to grab it, so we're gonna use that mattress with the... Hoagie will switch them.
Sounds like the cat's caught a moose up there.
Mic keeps cutting out. Sorry, I'm having... my controller's acting weird. I keep losing control, too. I don't know what the deal is. I can't help it. Squeaky mattress, like, sometimes when I move this, it doesn't move right away. Is something wrong with this controller? Better now? Okay. If it cuts out more, I'll switch to my other controller and see if that's better. Anyway, now we can use the squeaky mattress over here to grab the mouse toy. Then I'm going to go out the window. Hoagie. And then I can... yeah, why am I on this? It's weird. I'm also going to go down the chimney. It's doing it again. Okay, I'm going to switch controllers, so I'll be right back. I don't know if it's the controller or if this game's like stalling or something. It's been fine all week. Alright, I'm on a different controller, so let me know how this one sounds. Call it a night and rest? Hell no, Uber, I'm here for you. No, like, I don't feel that awfully bad. Like, overnight, I get a fever and I don't feel good. But mostly I stayed home because of Rowan's situation. I feel okay. Just, you know, not full power. Thanks. So, you know, after we're done here, Rowan and I will probably go to bed, and then tomorrow I just gotta, like, wake up and call everybody and tell them we're still sick. And then I can rest. So, it's no big deal. And now we've made a full sweep of the house. I think we grabbed everything we could. So let's see what else we can do. As long as this isn't making it worse. No, I feel it. Like, really, all today I was on my work email trying to get stuff done and, like, doing stuff for Rowan and taking care, so I needed something to unwind too, you know? Okay, so let's go do the most obscure puzzle in the game that I did not understand when I was a kid. You know how they say that you shouldn't wash your car because it'll immediately rain afterwards, right? And ruin the wash? Well, we're going to put the soap in the water bucket.
All sudsy now.
And we're going to brush this carriage. Took me forever to figure this out when I was younger. And even in the developer commentary, they're like, why did we put this in? Nobody gets it. Anyway, we wash the carriage. A thunderstorm rolls in.
Look, big storm. See, this is why I never wash my car.
That makes Ben go inside.
Hey, Ben.
What do you want?
Where are you going? What about your experiment?
Even science sometimes gets cold on account of rain, my boy.
But how are you ever going to get lightning if you're not going to stand out in a storm?
To be frank, which I am, I don't know. The science of electrodynamics, much like your mind apparently, is still in a state of relative infancy. Back to the drawing board, I say.
What a genius.
Makes him go inside. Meanwhilest.
The design's solid, but I need some waterproof material, like cast iron or something.
A cast iron kite. Alright, we're gonna go up to Ben's room. That's this last one. So Ben will stay up here until you give him some waterproof material, which in this case is the lab coat we got down in the
I
lab.
got something good for you, mister. Mister.
Mr. Brainstorm?
Hey, Rory, all done?
Yes, hand it over. Doesn't this belong to somebody?
Yeah, Red Edison.
Ah. I'm sorry, but the man has no vision. A lightweight, durable fabric like this going to waste down in his basement. When I'm done with it, it will fly. Eureka! The all-season Francocopter, ready to make history.
Alright, so that brings Ben back out with renewed determination for his kite flying.
No, there's no fuse.
So, what do I light?
For the last time, you're not going to light anything. You just push it.
The whole time? How am I going to get up that high?
Listen, just wait for me to say the word now. Then push the kite into the air, all right?
I'm on you, lasagna.
Let's hope so.
We're not gonna push it.
Oops.
What part of the word now didn't you understand?
Duh.
Look, it's very simple. I say now, and you push the kite. Comprenez-vous?
Cordon bleu.
Actually, I'd like to go think about it for a while.
I'll be here when you figure it out.
Yeah, okay. We'll need Ben
What a
later.
grouch.
What a grouch. What else do we have that we can do? Oh, where'd I go? Oh, there I go. Went farther than I thought. What are you looking at? What are you looking at, Roey? Yeah, very funny. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else Hoagie can do at the moment. I could turn that oil in, but it's not going to do anything for us. Yeah, okay, let's go to Bernard. In present day, we got Dr. Fred drinking some coffee. Let's go explore this mansion. Alright, we already did this room, so let's check out the rest. Back in here, where the founding fathers are in the past, they've just had a convention of, like, gags and toys and stuff.
Hey, boy, you missed the party.
You and the clown were having a party?
No, last night. At the Novelty Goods Salesmen's Convention. I tell you, we novelty goods salesmen know how to have a good time.
Gotta run.
Ciao, kid.
There's a lot of good dialogue in this game, but I don't want to go through it all. It takes a lot of time. So yeah, last night they had a novelty goods convention. There's Uzo the clown, who Bernard hates because he always just crushes him.
I hate that clown.
He hates him. Nothing we can do about that right now. We're going to open up this grate because you can see over here in the Vado teeth, there's some chattering teeth. You can chase them around the room, but you can never catch them unless you open that grate and they fall in. If the grate's closed, there's no way to get them. So we got chattering teeth. Very helpful. Let's go in the back door. Into the kitchen. I wonder if it's the game. Like, I've been playing this the past couple weeks and it hasn't had any problems, but it keeps hanging up. It's weird. Okay, there's a couple things to get. A fork. Bro, you okay? Did you hurt your finger? There's also regular and decaf coffee. We're going to take both. Into this back room, where we will find a funnel and a dryer, which we can't do anything with the dryer right now, but we will later. Okay. Thank you. So, Shorts, what are you up to this week? I don't know when your convention was. I don't know if you just got back or if it was a while ago. Tell me what you've been up to. We're going to open this ice machine and we can check out these rooms. First room. There's this really large guy sleeping. We are going to... What'd you find? Popcorn. I got you. Oh, it's this weekend. Oh, you're going. Well, have fun. It sounds like it'll be a great time. Sorry, I thought you had already been. This is kind of a hard item to spot. We close this door, and there's keys that we're going to take. That is a hard one to find. Can't do anything with this guy at the moment, but we can look on the television.
This beautiful 4,000-carat diamond can be yours today for the special rock-bottom introductory price of $2 million. The number to call is 1-800-STAR-WARS. Don't miss this amazing once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Alright, so now we have a way to get a diamond. We need $2 million. It's this weekend. I'm gonna try my hardest. Yeah, man, you do it. You're gonna do great. Let me know somewhere how the playing goes when you get back. I'm gonna check this second door, which is chained.
No one will ever be interested in my design, so I'm ending my novelty inventing career right here in this khaki motel. How appropriate.
We got this depressed novelty guy.
I can't even do this right.
But he won't be so depressed when I give him this letter from the past that says, hey, you're a genius inventor.
Hey, there's a letter here for you.
For me? Probably another rejection slip. Oh well. You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
So he probably won't be too thrilled when he gets to Baltimore. Nobody knows what he's talking about, but that's not our concern. We're trying to save the world. We're going to pick up this disappearing ink, which you can actually get before he leaves, because it's right there. But we need him out to get the flag gun. Back. Uber, welcome back. We're going through the present with Bernard right now. This third room here is Green Tentacle's
Bernard!
room.
What are you doing up here?
Well, I couldn't stop Purple, and he's gonna go out and conquer the world, and I'm afraid of what he'll do if he catches me, if Dr. Fred doesn't find me first.
He just got robbed. Yeah, he did.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Hey,
What's up, Bernard?
Nothing.
See you later.
Yeah! Good luck in saving the world, B-Man.
Thanks, Green. Okay, we're gonna pick up this videotape. We're gonna push his speaker over and then put on some loud music.
wow, this is loud.
Because his room is right above the foyer, and the vibrations knock down that fake bar. Yes, that's a weird puzzle.
Whew.
So now we can grab that next time we're downstairs. We'll go up around the corner here. This is where that horse was. So we will go in the horse door, and it is...
Hey, aren't you Weird Ed Edison, the paramilitary nut?
Why, yes, Hey, do I know you?
Yeah, I'm Bernard Bernoulli. I broke into your house 5 years ago, kidnapped your hamster, broke into your piggy bank.
No, doesn't ring a bell. but I can't remember much about that period anyway.
So much to
My
think about.
psycho
Wow, this
thinks
is
that
loud.
Something traumatic happened to
I know.
me
Well, you know,
back
this
then
is one of those
that
games
I'm
where you're supposed to take a
blocking out.
long, long time to figure out all the puzzles, and, you know, that's where it got its length, trying to figure everything out from hints and trying stuff. So when you
what are
know
you up
everything,
to these
it goes
days?
a lot more
Don't
quickly.
worry
But
about me. I'm
I
much
definitely had a good
better
time when I was a
now.
kid, because
I don't
the
have
whole
those-
mansion was a little
those bad
creepy. Like, there's
thoughts
nothing
anymore.
dangerous here,
Now I
but
collect
it
stamps.
was like you're in this big building, mostly by yourself.
Well, hope I didn't get you too excited. Bye.
You know, it's kind of weird.
Peace be with you.
Clementine, don't do that. Okay, so Weird Ed here, I think, was in the first game. I don't really know what his role was. And Bernard was also in the first game, but Laverne and Hoagie weren't. On his computer back here, you can play the first Maniac Mansion game, but we're not going to do that right now. What we're going to do is take his hamster, which he doesn't seem to care about, and then he's really into his stamp collection, so he's not going to be happy when we put disappearing ink on it.
Hey, want to see a neat trick?
Sure.
Neat, huh?
My Pony Express stamp. You ruined my Pony Express stamp. Not to mention 5 years of therapy. Get out of my room.
Yeah, Rowan's being loud. Well, she's climbing all over Clementine.
We
Rowan,
should
you were
really
climbing on
find
Clem,
some outlet for those
so I'm not sure what you expect.
negative feelings.
Why don't you get off the couch? Alright, the stamp is what we need here. The stamp album you don't actually need for anything, but we'll give it back to Ed.
Get out of here.
He's not very happy. You don't need it for any puzzles.
Hey, you fixed it. I guess I can forgive you now.
There, now Clementine
I do
can't get you.
stupid stuff, and I don't even know why. As if my body were being controlled by some demented, sadistic puppet master.
Well,
no jumping on the
we
couch.
all
You can jump
feel
on the
that
floor.
way sometime.
No you know there's no jumping on the couch. Do you need to go to bed? Because you're not listening? Rowan, get down, please. Thank you. There, that's some good jumping. Alright, other door here. Okay. Same to be. So here's where that statue is, and here's where this comes into play. What we need to do is push Nurse Edna out of the room. But if the statue, the original statue, the sword arm's this side, so she grabs the sword arm and stays in the room. But with it switched, we can now give her a big shove. And there's nothing to grab onto, so she's gone. We don't really
Well,
see
you know
her
what
again.
they say. If you want to save the world, you gotta push a few old ladies down the stairs.
That is correct. Then I'm going to use the videotape here, but we can't do anything with that quite yet. So, she's dead, I think. Upstairs. There's kind of a table, there's a door. I think this is locked. Oh, no, it's not. We can go in here. There's nothing to get, though. There's a bed in here, and then we can go out the window. You like that, Shorts? Yeah, if the statue is there, she'll grab it on the way out and slingshot back into you. And we couldn't have that. This game is amazing. It's real good. I recommend it. We're going to take this crank, and then we're going to go down the chimney. Okay. What have we gotten that we need? There's a couple things we can do. The Pony Express stamp needs to go to Hoagie. And... okay, I'm gonna explain something that we haven't seen. If you talk to this guy and ask him about his cigars in his pocket, he'll put one in your mouth, light it with this gun-shaped cigar lighter, and it's an exploding... thanks. It's an exploding cigar, so it'll explode in your mouth. So what we're going to do is switch the fire gun with this flag gun.
Look, gravity has reversed itself over there.
Huh? I don't see anything.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. Now we'll talk to him.
Hi there.
What can I do for you, kid?
Nice cigars.
I roll them myself.
Hey,
oh, want a
you guys
cigar?
are being too rowdy. Clementine, you need to calm down.
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
Whoosh. There, so he gives us a cigar. He thinks it's going to explode, but it's the flag gun, so nothing happens. And that means we get to keep the cigar and the fire gun.
Get lost, kid.
Okay, what else can we do? Look out, Uzo. Rowan. No jumping on the couch, or we're gonna have to go to bed. I will park this stream and go to bed. We can get the fake barf now. That's an important one. We can also go outside. I said no more jumping. Thank you. It's dangerous and you're supposed to be resting. I know you are. Do you wanna watch some more videos before bedtime? No? Okay. Well, just no jumping on the couch. Nothing in that mailbox. We can also go a little farther outside here. There's a guy. Bernard doesn't realize that this guy's trying to break into this car, but it doesn't really matter. We'll give him the keys. This, I guess, is the fat guy's car. Give him the keys that we found.
Here, perhaps these are your keys.
Where? Gimme. Hey, thanks, pal. Keep the crowbar.
Thank you, masked man.
What sort of person would carry around this many keys?
Whoa. You're being very active for being sick. This is why you don't get better. We got the crowbar from that guy. We can use that for two things. One is getting this gum with a dime stuck in it. Stupid internet twitched out. Stupid internet Uber, get in here. We can now use the gum to get that dime out, and you need 2 dimes for a thing that we'll go do right now. You guys are getting way too rowdy. We're gonna have to go to bed soon. Okay, in here. Poor old lady. 5 cents for a car. Yep. Hey, it's not my car, Shorts. Okay, so you need the dime from the gum. You don't use this gum for anything in the rest of the game. You just have it. We got a dime out of the gum, and we got one out of the payphone. And they're to use in this bed vibration machine. Because you can't wake this guy up, but if you use both dimes in here... he will get earthquaked off, and that lets you grab this sweater, which we will need later.
Ew, it's soaking wet.
It's wet and gross. Okay, what else can we do? Oh yeah, we can use the crowbar on this vending machine. Get some coins. Rowan, can you stop running around? You're coughing because you're being kind of active.
1968?
We got a rest so you feel better, right?
1974? Ooh, 1977.
You want to watch a movie? You know what? When we're done with this, we're gonna go up to bed and we'll watch a movie up there. Okay? You can take all your medicine. Yeah, listen to that cough. She needs to be resting, not running around. That's a lot of coins. Yes, we need all those coins. We can actually go do that right now, I think. Yeah, I think we can go do that now. Poor Rowan. Yeah, well, she hasn't been coughing for a long time because she was resting, and now she's like, I'm gonna run back and forth and jump on the couch. That's a lot of damage. Alright. We need all those coins for a very specific reason. Remember, we got that stinky wet sweater, right? Yes, Rowan remembers. We're going to put that in the dryer. And then we're going to enter all of these quarters into the dryer.
Whew.
Why? Because that will let the dryer run for approximately 200 years, which we'll come back to later. Alright, do we have anything else we can do right now? Oh yeah, the coffee. We can do the coffee. I think cigar goes to Hoagie, lighter goes to Hoagie. We can go do the coffee. So if you'll remember, Dr. Fred is in the lab drinking coffee right now. And I think maybe through talking with him you find out that in his safe, he actually has a contract that would give him a bunch of money, and that's the money we need for the diamond, but he won't sign it for whatever reason. So what we're going to do is give him decaf coffee, which of course will put him straight to sleep.
Thanks. I needed a little pick-me-up. Must open safe. Must sign contract. Must provide for family.
So when he's awake, you can ask him about it, and he's like, no, I don't want to sign that thing. So you gotta, once he's sleepwalking, he just does it automatically. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. So he comes into his office and reveals that his safe is behind that picture. Now, he opens it in his sleep, freaks out, and then closes it, and there's not enough time for you to grab the contract. So that's not going to work. We need to do something else. Like if you try to grab it, he'll snap it on your fingers. But I'll be like, I can't grab it, it's too fast. What are you talking about over there? Okay, this is why we had to push Edna out of here. And we put the tape in the VCR that we picked up earlier, and so now we can use this. Look at VCR, here we go. There, so you can see he changes the combination way too fast. But what we're going to do is record it. Remember when you could record things on VHSs? That's not a thing anymore.
Dr. Fred Edison, Internal Revenue. Come with us. We'd like to go over some of your records with you. Upstairs.
Alright. So we've recorded him opening the safe, and then at that moment the IRS shows up because he's of course got a lot of questionable dealings. They've taken him upstairs. What we're going to do is rewind this. Switch it to EP. Play it back in slow motion. That'll let us learn what the combination is. Boy, yo, 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 yo.
Dr. Fred Edison, Internal Revenue.
1 million IQ plays.
Come
what?
With us.
Okay.
The tape's at the end.
I don't care about the tape. Stop. I don't get out of this. Okay. We now know the safe combination. Also, if we go upstairs to the attic.
Did you say you have a PP-41 facilities paraphernalia declaration over there? Nope. How do you suppose the Dodgers are doing? Well, their win-loss ratio is 28% below normal. However,
so they're working on his finances. Fred is actually tied up in this other room. We can't get in there right now.
On first after a fly ball when the opposing pitcher is left-handed wearing a green hat.
Thinking in 2050. Oh, shorts. I really don't know what you're talking about. You two out there, man. You're thinking at 1,000,000 miles per hour. I'm just not up to it. Okay, so what we need to do is... Wait a second. At some point we're supposed to get a bucket of paint, and I don't remember where it is. Well, we'll find it. You're too smart. I've done this twice this month. so I know what's going on. Right, let's get the contract.
Let's see, it's 101-999-57.
Did that one thing in your inventory say take barf? No, it's fake barf. Fake barf, because there was a novelty toys convention and it was stuck to the ceiling. Alright, we now have a contract that I believe gives somebody royalties for the first game or something like that. Yeah, it's not take barf. Rowan's just over here singing to herself. No, seriously, there's supposed to be a thing of paint. And I don't remember where it is. Well, we'll come to it when we have to. I think that goes to Hoagie. Oh, yeah. The hamster that we picked up from Weird Ed, we're actually going to throw in the ice machine.
I'm sorry to do this to you, little fella, but it's for the future of the whole planet.
So we got frozen hamster. I cannot think where I get that paint. I'm going to need it at some point. What else can we do here? It had to be done, Uber. It had to be done. Switch over to Hoagie now. Frozen hamster. He'll be okay. You'll see. Okay, so is this what we do? Right. You need the Pony Express stamp to put on the contract, and then I think we need Red to sign it. Nobody reads anything in this game.
I don't wanna.
You don't wanna? Wait, who signs this then? Oh, no, sorry. Fred does in the present, that's right. What else can we do? Well, I can give him the oil while I'm here.
Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
That's right, you do. What else? We could do the cigar thing right now, but I don't want to yet. For reasons yet to be explained. What am I forgetting? There's a step here I can't remember. Nothing in there. I wonder if it's up in Ned and Jed's room. I never miss it, and I suddenly can't remember where it is. I would feel a lot better having the paint. Is it? Oh, maybe it's in the attic, I think. I must have just missed it. Couldn't see it past Hoagie's girth. Yeah, it's right here. Red paint right there. I just missed it. Okay, so there's a couple things we need to do with this. Does the horse wake back up ever? Nope, he's asleep the rest of the game. That thing was just too boring. Gotta get up early tomorrow. Yeah, Shorts, go to bed if you need to. Thanks for hanging out, though. You have a fun time at your convention. See ya. Okay, I'm going to use this paint that I found on this kumquat tree. You'll see why later. I'm then going to send the paint to Bernard. actually wonder if I can do something about that tree right now. We'll see. So the thing is, George Washington apparently was known for chopping down cherry trees, right? And we want him to chop down that tree, but he won't chop down the kumquat tree. So we paint it red, and then we're like, hey, it's a cherry tree. We'll see if we can do it right now.
Me? Yes?
Yes?
What are you looking at out there? The future of our nation. That young couple by the tree? No, no. I was just admiring my reflection in the window. Striking, aren't I? Well, very... Is it true about you and the cherry tree?
There we go.
Oh, yes, it's quite true. Why, I've cut down acres of cherry trees in my day.
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby.
He's
But
a
as
vain
you can
turd.
see,
That's
there...
right.
Huh. Well, what do
He
you
made us
know?
put him all over our
There is a
money.
cherry tree out there.
He got a big monument.
Well, let's go chop the sucker down.
There we go. You paint it, and then you can trick him into cutting it down. Why is that important? Well, 400 years later, Laverne got stuck in that
Try
tree.
to understand. I'm stuck in this.
Voila.
You're quite a man.
A big phallic
Yeah,
monument,
I
that's
know.
right. Alright, we now have access to Laverne. She's trapped 200 years in the future. In a future where tentacles have taken over the world. Humans are imprisoned.
I haven't done anything.
Well, you must have done something or you wouldn't be here now, would you? You'd be out in the lobby with your tentacle owner, getting dressed up for the human show.
Owner? No one owns me.
Gosh,
hey,
no
don't do that.
owner, you say? Well,
Don't
don't
pull it
worry about it. I'm sure someone will come adopt you before we have to put you to sleep.
Damn that Dr. Fred.
Hey, she knows the Edison family motto.
Alright, so Laverne is stuck here. Behind an electric fence. But there's two things we can do. We can talk to this guard.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
What?
If we say...
Ooh, I don't feel so good. I think I'm going to throw up all over.
Uh-oh. Time to visit Dr. Tentacle.
If we tell him we're sick, it takes us to the doctor.
Well, well, what have we here?
I feel pukey.
Indeed. All right, now hold still.
Are you gonna use your scalpel?
So all this
Well,
Laverne
go.
stuff is stuff that I never got to do as a kid because before
Do you want to use mine?
I got to this point,
no.
the game would always freeze. So like I knew that you got to play as her at some point, but I never got to do it until I was older.
What? What? What?
Just as I suspected.
What?
There's nothing wrong with you, human.
Rowan, you're making me tired. I'm just sitting here.
Well, I'm late for the show. I'll send your keeper back for you. Oh, sit. Stay. Good boy.
Alright, now we're able to sneak around the future mansion a little bit. We're going to pick up this tentacle anatomy chart. Go out here, you can see we're now in the... there we go, the main hall of the future. So in this future, tentacles rule the world and they own humans and use them in human shows. So you can see these humans are all dressed up for the show. Can't go this way, that guy won't let us. We can't go outside, but we can go back here. There's the kennel. We can go out into this back room. What are you guys doing? Oh, look, there's the dryer. They haven't changed the laundry room in 200 years. Yeah, she did. Here's that sweater we put in there.
Ooh, cute.
It's tiny and fluffy. Good job. What else can we do? Can I get upstairs? My internet is really spotty. I'm sorry if I drop out unexpectedly. Don't worry about it, Uber. It's fine. This will all be, you know, auto-recorded. If you need to bail and come back later, that's fine. Okay, nothing we need to do up here at the moment. So actually, I think we just need to go back to the human kennel.
Hey, how'd you get out? Get back in
You let me
there.
go. Okay, the other thing we can do
I wish Dr. Tentacle would stop losing patience.
Is talk to him again.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
What?
Rowan, be careful with that.
I have to go to the
I know,
bathroom.
just be careful.
Ha, that's a good one.
Tell him we have to go to the
Imagine
bathroom and then he
if
takes us
you
outside
was
for
in
a walk.
bathroom. Come on, let's take a walk.
That's going to allow us access to the Chronojon. Here we go, now we can do some item stuff. Scalpel goes to Bernard. Tentacle chart goes to Hoagie. Can opener goes to Laverne. Spaghetti goes to Laverne. Dentures go to Laverne. What else? Mouse toy goes to her. Yep, and then over on Bernard's side, Boo Boo Be Gone goes to Laverne. The Chattering Teeth are supposed to go to Hoagie, but I am going to send them to Laverne because there's an achievement I need to get. She gets the fork. She gets the crank. The fake barf. I think that's all. It's late at night. Why has my basement become so busy? Clementine's jumping around everywhere. Rowan's riding a bike back and forth. It's with you guys. It's supposed to be quiet. Quiet time.
Well, I ride over you.
You did ride over here. You're doing good. Alright. What is next? The Frou-Frou Emerald has been stolen. I don't know how that helps Purple Tentacle rule the world, but that's fine. We're gonna go up to... So we need to get Dr. Fred out of there, but we can't go up through the attic, so we're gonna have to go from the outside. Here, he's tied up. We're going to untie him. And then what are we going to do? We're going to use this rope we just got with the pulley. And I believe we need to go downstairs again. Okay, we're going to do two things. We're going to use the rope with Dead Cousin Ted. Because you see, Dr. Fred is wrapped up in red tape. It's a metaphor. But we're going to try and get him out of there, and so we're going to have to fool the IRS guys into thinking that Dead Cousin Ted is the doctor. So we're also going to paint him red. They look pretty similar now.
Ted is red. See, red Ted.
And then back up to the roof. Let's pull the rope. fine. He's already dead. He's been dead for at least 200 years. Probably longer. Alright. We are partway there. Back up to the roof. Okay, now we're going to use Ted with Dr. Fred. Switch him out. Because if you try to move Fred without Ted around, the IRS agents will look in and be like, alright, put him back.
Thought I heard something. Everything okay in there? Well, try and keep it down, okay?
Alright, we have tricked them. Now we use the rope with Dr. Fred. And we're going to pull him out. He's still asleep from the decaf coffee. Pull the rope.
Nah, I'm not gonna make that mistake again.
Does that hurt? I don't know, probably. He's asleep though, it's fine.
Oof! Dr. Fred, are you okay? Dr. Fred? I'd better get him to the lab. Well, I got him in here, but he's out cold.
Yes, but that's why we grabbed this funnel. We're gonna stick it in his mouth. We're gonna give him some regular coffee, wake him right up. He's awake.
Damn good coffee.
Okay, now we need him to sign the contract. Which he doesn't want to, remember. He does not want to sign it while he's awake. He only wanted to when he was asleep.
I got the contract for you to sign,
He's
Doctor.
too stubborn.
Sorry, I don't like to sign things that I haven't read.
Okay, so read it first.
I'm busy trying to think of a way to save humanity. I don't have time to read. Now leave me alone.
Will you please sign this contract?
I don't sign things I haven't read.
Oh, forget it. I'll get rid of Purple Tentacle myself.
Oh, yeah? How?
I think you can pick any of these.
I'm getting Purple Tentacle declared insane and arrested.
That's a good idea.
But I need a note signed by a doctor.
Oh. Hey, I'm a doctor.
We're in luck.
Whatever you pick out of those options, you trick him into signing it because he won't read it.
Well, good luck.
Okay, now that can go to Hoagie. And then you need the Pony Express stamp, which we already have, because we need to mail this contract out in the past so that we can start accruing these royalties over those 200 years. Pony Express.
Yes, what do you want?
Hi there. Is this Dr. Fred Edison?
Who did you think you called? Dr. Spock? Look, I don't have all day.
This is Farley Croc at LucasArts Games. I just discovered your contract among some very old files, and, well, our lawyers say that we have to pay you $2 million in back royalties. For the use of your family in the Maniac Mansion video game.
What?
This is Farley Croc.
No, I heard that, you moron. When do I get my money?
Oh, right now. It's been credited to your Swiss bank account.
Operator, get me a travel agent. This is an emergency.
Alright, so now $2 million has been deposited in the Swiss bank account, which we have the information for because we took it off his desk. Which means we can go up to a phone. And we should be able to order that diamond.
Couch Potato Shopping Channel, Wanda speaking.
I want to buy a diamond.
That will be $2 million. Do you have a major credit card?
I have a numbered Swiss bank account.
What's the number, sir?
It's 846-427-35327.
Very good, sir. We'll send the diamond by pronto post Lightspeed delivery immediately. Thank you for calling.
Now that's service.
Diamond delivery.
I'd better get this to Dr. Fred right away.
Hey, you're back.
That should do it.
We have a diamond Uber.
Diamond anyway.
A real one.
It was donated by a group of Girl Scouts who were in the neighborhood.
How heartwarming.
Can we bring back my friends now?
We've repaired the primary device, but before we can do anything, both time pods must be energized as well. Then we can bring back what's his name and who's her face.
Hoagie and Laverne.
Yes, fine specimens.
Woo, a diamond. Anything you want to talk about, Uber? I'm excited for you to maybe visit. That would be great. We'll have big fun. I'll try to not... I'm getting sick now, so I won't be sick when you're here. Okay. Let's go get another item for Laverne while she's out at the John. What's his name and who's her face? Okay, we have, since we unlocked Laverne, we were able to transfer her scalpel that she carries around with her, and that means we can finally kill Uzo. He's otherwise indestructible. And we can take his box of laughs, which Laverne will need. There we go. Looking good there. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, me too. It'll be good. Let's see, Hoagie can do one thing. We'll go out to eat, and I can show you around. It's not that exciting, but, you know, we got some okay places around. I don't know. I got lots of games we can play. It'll be good. Okay. We slap down this tentacle chart on the patterns, and that makes the United States flag modeled after a tentacle body. You got a surprise for me. What is it? Is it that you're gonna hide in the closet? Oh, it's your stool. Are you gonna sit on it? Okay. I'm stoked. Down and just hang out. Yeah, we'll hang out good.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
It's about time.
Alright, back to the pokey. And then we're gonna do...
What?
Back to the doctor's office. Yeah, Uber, whatever you want to do, we can do whatever. Alright, so now the United States flag has become a tentacle shape. We have that crank that we pulled out of the present. There's a lot of driving noises. We can grab this, and guess what? This is now a tentacle costume. We can now move about freely because everyone thinks we're a tentacle. Are you stuck? Maybe you have to go back. Oh god, Rowan.
Hello, I'm a Tentacle. I'd like to enter my insignificant human in the show.
Oh my, yes, of course. Take these tags and put them on your human
Hey,
and
Rowan.
have them wait on the
Rowie,
bench in the
that's kinda
lobby.
loud.
Entrance will be judged in 3 categories. Best smile, best hair, and best laugh.
Thank you, fellow Tentacle.
Can you hit a
Unlike
different button?
humans, you have been very useful.
Oh, thank you. Believe me, it was my pleasure.
That one's better.
Now all I need is a human.
Yowza.
Okay, you don't have to hit it a million
One
times.
good-looking tentacle.
Okay, we got a name tag so we can enter a human in the human contest. What else can we do? Squeaky, squeaky, I know, it's relentless. Okay, so now that we're dressed as a tentacle, we can't get down into the lab, but this guy will let us go upstairs. Why don't you go drive over there by your toys? Far away. Upstairs.
Stupid Tentacle.
Yowza, that's right. Okay, if we look in this ice machine, guess what? This ice machine's been here the whole
Looks like there's
time.
some kind of
And the
rodent
hamster is
down
still in there. Now we got an icy hamster. First room. An old colonial history room. There's a time capsule in here. I didn't really bring it up, but in the past, Thomas Jefferson is working on a time capsule. Actually, maybe we can do that now, because we have the wine. Yeah. I could have done that earlier, I forgot. Boom, 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 boom. You gonna read that book? Okay. Alright, so we give the wine to Jefferson.
Thank you. This is exactly the sort of thing I need for the time capsule. I'll bury it tonight, and it won't be seen for hundreds of years. Future generations are in your debt.
Whoa.
Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Just trying to remember the sequence of events here. So he buries the time capsule with the wine in it, and 400 years later we can open the same time capsule, and it should have... Yes, it is turned to vinegar. One of the super battery ingredients. And that goes back to Hoagie. Second room. It is like a 70s room. Here's dead cousin Ted. It's still dead. We're going to use these roller skates on him, because why not? Yep. And then we're going to do our favorite thing, which is give him a little push. Blammo! Doo-doo-doo! Oh, I forgot one other thing in that room. One other thing, there's an extension cord here, which we're going to take. We'll need that. This third room, there's nothing to do, because this is
Great
Purple Tentacle's
Scott.
headquarters.
You're purple.
Yes?
This is where he
Say,
rules the world
you look
from.
kind of familiar.
Of course I do, nitwit. I'm Purple Tentacle, renowned world conqueror.
If you'll excuse me, I've got something in the oven.
Anyone I know, eh?
Eh?
Do you mind? You're disrupting my concentration.
Chill out. Alright, upstairs farther. Oh yeah, there's nothing we can do up here. This is where the human show will take place. The prize is a dinner certificate, so we're gonna try to win that, I think. Back downstairs. Renowned world conqueror, that's right. We use this name tag with dead cousin Ted, because he will be our human that we're entering in the contest.
Spirit, everyone's raring to go. Let's get this show on the road.
Ah, here it comes, my finest hour.
Okay, what else can we do here? So we can undo the human show. Alright, back up to the upstairs. I need business cards to that effect. What, business card that enters you into the human show? Or ones that just say, hi, my name is your secret name. Okay, so we want to win this contest, and it's judged on best hair, best smile, and best laugh. So, there's some hair. Doesn't look great, but we can style it. Yes. Beautiful. Looks good. We can give him Uzo's box of laughs. That'll give him the best laugh. And then last we need best smile, which you need teeth for. Now, first I'm going to give him these chattering teeth. Because that's not right, and it gives me an achievement.
Mummy. The judges will think you're chewing gum.
And that sound is giving me an headache.
Oh, this will never work.
Your secret name's not secret anymore? I didn't spread it around. Yeah, the chattering teeth won't work, but you can do that. It gave me an achievement that I was missing, but that can go back to Hoagie. You need to use the horse's teeth with the mummy. Now this guy is ready to win a contest. However, if they judge now, they're actually gonna say Harold is the best. He'll win the contest, so we need to get him out of here, and we're gonna do that by making it look like he is sick.
Oh, Harold, that's gross.
What are you babbling about?
You really should have told
I'm glad I can show you the whole thing in one sitting.
You weren't feeling well.
Oh, ick! Now, how did that mess get in there? I think I'm going to be sick.
Someone in here not feeling well?
I was feeling fine until I saw that.
Is that your regurgitation?
No, I'm an healthy human. Didn't you just say you thought you were going to be sick? That's just a figure of speech.
Do you realize you could have infected the whole show with human influenza?
But I just got all my shots.
You're a good-looking human, Harold, but you know the rules. You're out of the show.
He's out.
What
Now,
a mess.
Ted is the best human.
I hate cleaning up after humans.
Alright. The judges should be over here now, so we'll just have them judge everything and declare us the winner.
And so I said to her, that's not my...
Hey, when are you guys going to judge best hair?
Oh, all right.
Waka 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 waka.
Wow, that's the best hair I've ever seen on a mummy.
Thick and full
and juicy.
The mummy wins.
Agreed.
Alright, we won best hair.
Hey.
Oh, all right.
Oh, alright. Go over there and judge best smile.
I like the quiet one with the big T.
There's nothing in the rules about them being white.
First place goes to the mummy.
Agreed.
Perfect, we're 2 for 3. Now the best laugh. Think we can beat those other humans.
Hey.
Oh, all...
Okay, who's got a joke?
Hey, I just flew in from Baltimore, and boy are my suction cups tired.
A classic.
It's amazing how the mummy can do that without moving his lips.
I say we give him first place.
Agreed.
Well, that makes him best of show.
Let's go congratulate him.
Good job, Dad.
He is very well preserved.
I'll miss his laugh.
It's time to give him his winnings and start packing up. We gotta get this whole show to Baltimore by Thursday.
Yes, our work here is done.
Look at him, he's beautiful.
Well, Ted, this is where we part ways. You've certainly helped save humanity. Even though you've been dead for thousands of years, I think you're my favorite Edison.
Alright, we get the trophy, which I don't think you can actually do anything with in this game. I don't know anything you can do with it. But the important thing we got was the dinner certificate.
Tell me, Lieutenant. I like that.
No, they just talk about how they're taking over the world. We can skip that. Alright, dinner certificate in hand. Now, we need to get down into the lab, but this guy won't let us in, so we have to get rid of the human catcher. So we're gonna go back into the kennel. We won't end up in jail because he thinks we're a tentacle.
Cutie, what brings a hot tentacle babe like you to a dump like this?
I'm here to see you, big boy.
Really? Well,
There's so much I don't understand that I don't even care.
How about Club Tentacle?
Well, if there's something
what am
I can explain, let me know, but it is a pretty silly game.
Trash, let alone a classy babe like you.
I'm here by accident. Bye.
Hey, I don't want to be here either.
Alright, we give him the dinner certificate. So, there's now this cat rubbing up, trying to get under this fence. We can't grab him, he runs away. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put Boo Boo Be Gone on the fence.
This ought to be good.
He slides under it. Oh, now he looks like a skunk. That's because the Edison family in jail, they talk about how they're afraid of skunks. So we're looking for a skunk. We had to make one. And then he's up there. We can't get him. That's why we have the squeaky mouse toy.
Well, what do we have here? Looks like a prosthetic rodent.
Hey, Dirk, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. What's up? I am not competitively speedrunning, but speedrunning this game. I'm going through it as fast as I can. Trying to explain all the puzzles to Uber. That extension cord we got out of Ted's room, we're gonna use it. What? You guys still seeing this okay? I just got a notification. It's like, your internet connection's not good enough to broadcast gameplay. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it is. And then we're going to use the extension cord with the window, because we need to get some power from the basement. Been a while. How are you? I'm good. I have a cold. I stayed home today. But otherwise, I'm good. How are you? Oh, also, Dirk, while I have you here, I don't remember if I saw you over on my Twitch channel, but nowadays I mostly do stuff on Twitch, so you should hit me up over there if you haven't already. I don't remember. Hello, Rowan. She's just yelling hello at our dog. Okay, we have created a skunk, and now we're going to use it on these Edisons.
Hey, look, a skunk.
They take off.
Come back here, you mangy humans! You
That hunter's
can't
gotta go
do
catch him.
This is an escape-proof facility!
That gets him
Who
out of the
says
way.
you can't learn anything from cartoons, eh, kitty?
So that'll let us get down in the lab. Now, while we're back here, let's go into the kitchen because we're going to thaw out this hamster in their future microwave. Don't die, Uber.
I hope this isn't like the primitive, dangerous microwave ovens of my century. Those things could really pop a hamster good. Uh-oh. That was fun, but only because this is the 22nd century. You see, kids who put hamsters in microwaves back where I'm from get taken away from their parents and put up for adoption.
I'll hop on Discord one of these days. Yeah, anytime you want. But there's not much going on there for sure, so you're not missing anything. Oh, Ro, be careful. Alright, we now have a wet hamster. He's cold. That's why we have this tiny, tiny sweater.
This ought to warm him up.
Toasty warm hamster. We need him to be toasty warm. What are you doing? Now is not the time to climb on me. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, I don't like this one bit. Now we can get down to the lab finally. Okay, we already laid the extension cord down here. So we're going to use it with this generator. Been busy with work and getting documents to move abroad. Ooh, where are you moving? That's pretty serious. Just moving for fun or work or what's going on? Okay, we've plugged in the generator, so if we get the generator running, Laverne will be good with the Chronojon. So this is like a wheel generator, so we're going to use the hamster, right? We get punched for some reason. I'm still not sure why that happens. But the hamster gets off and runs into that hole. Now this is where that vacuum from way back when comes into play. By Hoagie getting vacuums written into the Constitution, there's a vacuum down in this basement. Which means we can use it to get the hamster out of the hole. Open the hatch. Get the hamster out. There we go. And then we put the hamster on the generator for real this time.
Well? Look at that sucker go. He just keeps running and running and running.
We are powered up. Laverne is done. Now we gotta get Hoagie. So, here's a complicated series of events for you. We're going to offer George Washington one of the exploding cigars.
Yes? Mr. President, may I offer you an excellent smoke? Can you also provide me with a light? Sure. Well, in that case...
Blows his teeth out.
I hate it when that happens. See if you can't find those for me, will you? There's a good lad.
Alright, then we don't need to find his real teeth. We're instead going to give him the chattering novelty teeth.
Could you use these?
Oslo, Norway. If I get the spot, I can study teaching there next year.
Why,
Dirk, that's
thank
crazy.
you, young
I mean, that's great. I hope you enjoy Norway.
I wonder if I should cut down on the coffee.
That would be very cool.
Hey, Tom, look! The father of our nation is cold.
Good luck with the big move.
You're right. Huh? I guess you can have my log.
Me? Why should I build the fire? You build the fire.
I'm bothered by the smoke. You build the fire.
I'm bothered.
No.
Alright, so we give George the chattering teeth, and then they think he's cold, so they build a fire. That means we can take Hancock's blanket, because he's not cold anymore. And then we're going to walk up stairs. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I bet. we've talked about possibly moving out of the country, you know, just hypothetically. I don't know if we'd be able to do it. It'd be tough. But Aaron's, you know, liked the idea of maybe moving to Europe or something. I don't know. It'd be a very big thing. So I hope it goes well. Seriously though, this is incomprehensibly silly. Yes. Well, it was supposed to keep you, you know, guessing for a long time. You had to figure out all these weird puzzles. We're gonna take that blanket and block the smoke. Smoke them out. Just to get them out of the room, and that is so we can grab that gold quill, because we need it for the battery, and they won't let you take it. So, back downstairs.
It's blocked up with somebody's bed.
If you do, come on over in Europe. Yeah, if we are there, we will come on over. Just don't know if that'll happen. Rowan is putting a popcorn bowl on her head. You goober. Oh boy. Your head's too big for that bowl. Alright, we can grab the gold pen.
It looks pretty clear in here now. Say, did you get the pen on our way out?
No, I
found a blanket blocking the chimney.
Son, do you know anything about a blanket?
Didn't the dude next to you have one earlier?
Hey, catch you later.
Yep. Okay, so now we've already given Red the oil, and we now have the vinegar and the gold. We're getting close, guys. Very close.
Excellent. I need that for
And
my
it's been
super
time for
battery.
us sickies. And gold.
The final element for my ingenious battery. Stand back, boy. Give me room to work.
Poor sickies. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting in bed, that's for sure. Not feel good this morning at all. Tomorrow I will use as a recovery day.
A miracle of modern science. It will look lovely.
I think Ron will have to stay home
until I
anyway.
take it with me to Baltimore.
Really American game. Oh, yeah, I suppose so. Alright, we have the super battery. We're taking that.
Don't
That's
look
what
now,
we need.
but the British are coming, dude.
Eh? Where? Is that supposed to be funny? I'm very busy.
That's what we needed, the battery. And now we just need to charge it up. And how do you suppose we're going to do that? Hope tomorrow's better. Thank you. I hope so, too. Erin will be back tomorrow as well, so at least a little of the pressure will be off, you know? Because she'll be around for helping us or whatever.
Ready for another brush with destiny?
Sure, why not?
Splendid!
Uber, you got any plans this weekend? And Dirk, you too? It sounds like you got a lot of stuff going on, but you guys doing anything? Alright.
No!
No, not yet. We're going to put the battery in the kite. And then we're going to push it. There we go.
Whee!
She's handling kind of funny.
You got it. Just hang on there.
She's too heavy. I can't control her.
Hang on, Ben. Hang on.
She's breaking up. She's breaking up. Run for your life.
Charged. Milwaukee Maker Fair and working. What do you do at the fair?
Now that was
what do they make?
Yeah. Say, can I see that kite for a second?
No, I'm taking it back to my lab in Philly right now so I can study the results. Wish me luck.
Mom is not here.
I never got your name.
It's Hoagie, sir.
Nice
Why are you
working
yelling
with
into
you,
a bowl?
Hoagie. I promise to name an invention
Bro.
after you someday.
Gosh, thanks.
We don't have many plans. Aaron has to work both weekend mornings as well. I think there's also like a charity event in town that we were planning on going to, so we might go to that. We went last year. It was pretty cool. They had some good snacks, and you know, all the money went to charity. So other than that, I don't think anything. We got to clean up the house because it's a mess, and got to get healthy again, I suppose. What do you want? Some puffs? Alright, Ro, look, if you give me like 15 minutes, I'm going to be done with this game, and then we can get a snack, and we can do all the medicine, and we can go watch a movie in bed, okay? Can you wait for a little bit? Thank you. Alright, we have the charged super battery. We plug it into the Chronojon, and Hoagie is up and running as well!
Whoa.
And Bernard already got the diamond, so we're good.
Everything is in readiness.
It's like an Inventor Electronics Expo. That's cool. Did you invent anything for this year, Uber? Or what do you do there? You just check stuff out?
Hoagie! I'm so happy to...
Hi!
Laverne! Wow! I'm so glad you two made it back okay.
I hate to interrupt, but there's
Just
no
going
time
to look.
lose.
That's cool.
Now that
Well,
you're
take
back,
pictures of
we'll
cool
go
inventions
through
if
the
they let you.
original plan and send you back to yesterday to turn off the sludge-o-matic.
Huh?
Alright, we got everybody back together, so now it's back to the original plan of go back in time one day to prevent the events.
And I think...
You can't turn off the machine if I get there first.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, guys. This time I know I can stop him.
Alright, that's not great.
Uh-oh. I guess we better do something.
Let's go.
I took my college capstone project one year. It was all laser harp. That's sweet. Do you still have it? Do you play it? Because I'd like to see that. Alright, we are now back yesterday, before the events of the game started. Oops, and all going in the same pod, we've combined into one being.
We're
some kind of monster, dude.
You do have it? That would be very cool.
Great. Stuck here the rest of my life, listening to Bernard talking and watching Hoagie eat.
Mom warned me there'd be days like this.
Now, wait just a minute. It's Green Tentacle. What was that, Green? What?
I believe he's trying to warn you about me.
Oh.
We're going to turn off the sludge-o-matic and defeat your evil plan, overgrown worm.
You sorry lot are no match for me.
But there's 3 of us. Well, sort of.
Nevertheless, I mean to crush you.
Yeah?
You and what army?
Why, this army, of course.
Yikes.
You see, I've been busy. These are all versions of myself from the future. I've been bringing them back here using the Chronojon.
Rowan, what are you
Together, we will conquer the world.
You're making toots.
You tend there.
No.
Go to the basement and guard the sludge-o-matic. No one is to touch the sludge-o-matic.
What are you guys doing? So much energy.
I must decide what excruciating tortures to leave them to me. I've been itching for a chance to test out my newly completed diminuator.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
Alright, so that's the original purple tentacle from the future. And he's got a shrink ray.
All right, the rest of you come with me. Next stop, the world.
What do we do now?
Whoa.
It wears off.
ha!
Run for it!
Damn. The battery must not have had time to recharge, but it will.
Maybe he won't find us.
That fat guy's gone finally.
You, where are you, human?
Now Rowan is laying on top of the dog. Oh boy. Okay, we are very close to the end. Just a couple more things to do. We're gonna open this door.
Aha!
Uh-oh.
Take that.
It's gonna shrink us again.
Drat.
And then while we're small, we're gonna run in that room. And since we're so tiny, we can go through this mouse hole. Taking us to Green Tentacle's room. Now we just gotta wait till we get big again. Big again. There we go. And we have the girth now to pick up this bowling ball. When you're just Bernard and you can't pick it up, he's too weak. Bowling ball.
Hey! Where'd he go?
Alright, and then down to the lab. I don't know how we fit in there, but not important. Alright, we got these guys guarding the sludge-o-matic, and they're gonna get the bowling ball.
Great! Now we can turn off the machine and prevent all this tentacle mayhem from ever happening.
Well, I'm certainly glad that's over with.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Leaving so soon? We haven't had the chance to get to know one another.
Alright, so it's not permanent because
you humans
Purple
are
Tentacle
so
will just turn it back on, so we gotta get rid of him.
Eek!
Run all you like, you insignificant insect.
Can you be a little quieter, please? Please?
I've already won. My other selves are taking over the world as we speak.
Just what is it you have against humans, anyway?
Humans are our oppressors. They made us live in this horrible motel. They created us in ungainly forms, so we could not rise against them. Try walking around with your legs tied together and glue on your shoes. You'll see what I mean.
Sounds like that's all Dr. Fred's fault, really.
I suppose you're right about that. I didn't start out hating all humans, just Dr. Fred.
You're pretty handy with that ray gun.
Center of the forehead every time. Would you like a demonstration?
Why don't you zap Dr. Fred if you hate him so much?
Perhaps that would be entertaining.
Oh, gotcha. He's wearing one of those things.
Surely we can talk this out.
Talk?
Surely.
Wait! You haven't heard the last of me. I'll be back, and the next time, the world and all its piffling inhabitants shall be mine. All mine.
Very sneaky. Yeah, you can be like, why don't you shoot yourself in the forehead? He's not going to do that.
Okay, little fella.
You can trick him into
Mail
shooting
this
Fred.
to Siberia.
Alright, we turn it off. Nobody's gonna turn it back on, so the day is saved. And then there's just kind of an ending, and that's it. That's the whole game. In about 2 hours, that's not too bad.
Our work here is done. Now we can go home.
Well, kiddies, it's been more fun than a jumpsuit full of weasels. Now, kindly get your freakish hide out of my home.
Please, Dr. Fred, you've got to get us out of this mess. We look terrible.
That's right, Dirk. Now you can sleep. You don't have to worry about tentacles.
I'm getting sort of used to it. Maybe we could go on the talk show circuit.
Help us, Dr. Edison. You're our only hope.
Oh, all right. Idiots! It seems you're not exactly the sideshow attraction you imagined. You're just three complete goofballs stuck in one suit of clothes.
Makes me think about Freddy Fish. Yeah, it's the same kind of deal. You know, I actually got a Freddy Fish game because it was one that Erin played when she was a kid. So maybe I should have her go through that sometime for you guys. It's pretty cute. I didn't have any of those games. We had some of the... We had one of the putt-putt games, that car, at school, but like I rarely got to play it at all.
Well, I'm glad that's taken care of.
This was the first one that we really had.
Back to normal.
Dun dun dun. That was still changed. That's it. It's a good game. That's it, bro. Did we do a good job? Yeah, we did. Yep, I got that putt-putt game in there was a bundle that had a bunch of those games in it. So it had putt-putt and Freddy Fish and a couple other kids games in it and stuff. So I got it and I finally beat putt-putt and I showed him what's what. That was fun. Yeah, Uber, I hope you had fun. Dirk, you too. Thanks for coming by. So anyway, sorry for the 100% spoilers for this game, but, you know, maybe in a few years when you've forgotten you can play it again, because it's real good. Well, thanks for hanging out. I think it's time for us to get ready for bed, and probably time for you guys too. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out. Yeah, it's time for snack time. Okay. Alright, well, you guys have a good night. Hit me up on Twitter, all the normal stuff if you want. And I hope you have a good day tomorrow. I will probably be at home, I assume. So, if you need me. Good night, guys. Bye-bye. Once I remember how to stop this. There it is. Alright, good night. Bye.